What's going on, friends? It's your boy Danny Brasco Betts, your host here at Pick Profit and Free Pick Guru, getting you a free play today in the Portland Trailblazers versus Los Angeles Lakers matchup. This one here on prime time on ESPN should be a good one. We had the Knicks and the Kings going under in their total in the last one. Had the wrong read on that. That went way over, so time to get you guys a winner here. We're 9-3 in our last 12 free picks and looking to get back on our winning ways. Got a good beat on this game here, and let's get you guys the pick. Well, looking at how these teams shape out against each other, the Blazers 18-13 straight up, 17-14 against the spread. Lakers 22-11 straight up now, losing a bunch of games in a row, dropping now to double-digit losses. They were like 22-7. 14-19 against the spread. Damn, way below 500 cover rate for the Lakers. They're not covering spreads, and now they're dropping games. And speaking of the Lakers, you know, they've been on a slide recently. They're dropping 4 straight now to Brooklyn, Miami, the Washington Wizards in overtime, and the Utah Jazz most recently in a primetime game where they got blown out. But what's important for them? They're getting Dennis Schroeder back. Obviously, they've struggled without Anthony Davis. He's going to be out for a good while with an Achilles injury, and Schroeder had been dealing with COVID-19 issues. He was in safety protocols. Well, he'll be back now, and that's an important piece for their offensive unit to be more efficient with his playmaking ability. So Schroeder back in this one for a Lakers game at home in the Staples Center here, and they're going to be looking to right the ship here and get back on the winning track. They're -5 favorites here. Interesting line. Meanwhile, looking at the Blazers, well, they're also on a losing streak of their own. They've dropped 3 straight after having won 6 straight prior to that. Now they've lost also to the Wizards. Wizards rolling right now, beating good teams. What's up with that? That's for another day. Then they got blown out by the Phoenix Suns. 32-point loss. And then they lost to the Denver Nuggets in their most recent contest a few days ago. So how are these teams matched up against each other? Well, you know what's intriguing to me is the total right now. Line sitting at 221.5 over under. And, excuse me. And the Lakers, well, when they play away, you know, we know that they're a really good defensive team. They're 3-14 to the over-under on the road. So 14 games go to the under out of 17 when they're on the road. But when they're at home, their over-under record, 10-6 to the over. So they play to the over more often in the Staples Center, play to the under all the time when they're on the road. And that's because their offensive numbers actually tick way up at home. The Lakers are 18th in total scoring in the NBA and 7th in field goal percentage, so pretty good, can be a very efficient team. But when they're at home, they move to 10th in total scoring in the NBA and 3rd best in field goal percentage at home. That home offense, much better. Showtime at the Staples Center. That's how it goes. Meanwhile, looking at the Blazers offense, well, we know that's what they do, right? The Lakers are a good defensive team, but play better offense at home. The Blazers, they just run and gun on you and try to outscore you. Their defense is nothing to brag about whatsoever. In fact, it's one of the worst in the NBA for the Blazers. But their offense gets it done for them. That's why they've got a good winning record. They're 8th in total scoring. They're 6th from the three-point line. They get to the free throw line a good deal. And you would think, oh, they're on the road now. Does it tick down on the road when they travel? Actually, no, it goes up. They move to 4th in total scoring in the NBA, and they're even a little bit better from three-point land. So, you know, both teams in this spot, the offense looks to tick up. I mean, meanwhile, we want to talk about the Blazers' defense. Let's not talk too long about it before I throw up. 25th in total scoring allowed, 26th in field goal percentage against. They don't rebound the ball well. So the Lakers on a 4-game skid here, having had trouble offensively, sort of stagnant without AD in there. I think if there's any opportunity at all to get the offensive rhythm going, it's going to be against a poor defensive team like the Portland Trailblazers. I mentioned the over-under record on at home and away for the Lakers, way more to the over at home, right? Taking a look at the Blazers, they're 10-7 to the over on the road. So both teams in this particular spot scoring more. Like I mentioned, home offense, road offense, both looking good for the Blazers, for the Lakers here. And I just like how this is shaping out to be an over game. I think that 221.5, where the line is sitting right now, is fairly low for a Blazers game. And of course, they're playing a good defensive team in the Lakers. But with Schroeder back in the lineup for the Lakers, and both these teams on a losing streak right now, I'm just seeing energy out of both sides. Primetime game on ESPN, right? Both trying to right the ship here, and I don't think it's going to come on the back of a grinding defensive scrap of a game. I'm seeing buckets tonight, and I'm seeing LeBron and the boys come out with a lot of energy and look to really get it going. So all that being said, look, the Blazers have gone over in 12 of their last 18 games. The Lakers, you know, last game they played to the under against the Jazz, in which we cashed a bet, and the Blazers played to the under in their game against the Nuggets. So I like that trend to flip right here, and both these teams to play to the over. So that's going to be the free pick of the day. We're going to go over 221.5 in the Blazers-Lakers game, and that'll be the free pick. Good luck to everyone tailing this bet. Let's get you guys a winner here. Let's go get this bread. Booyah, Kash.